What came first, the chicken or the credit history? We need good credit to win at this game we call life, but in all likelihood, to get that good credit, we need to use credit cards. But then to get a credit card, we need a good credit history. Huh? My name is Kairo. Welcome to my $1 Million Hustle channel. And now, if you would be so kind, crush that like button and I can give you a rundown of the top credit cards for beginners. Disclaimer, if you want to know more about how to use a credit card to improve your credit score, I will pop a video I made up in the cards as well as in the description below. Credit cards can either be your best friend or your worst enemy, and they can either make or break your credit score. A quick rule of thumb is to not spend more than 30% of your allowable credit and to pay off your credit card every month so you're not hit with ugly interest charges. Or you can be like Quentin Tarantino, get a whole bunch of credit cards, max them out, make one of your movies, and hope it is a success. The cards that I'm going to be talking about in this video are all fairly easy to apply for and offer some form of cashback or reward. But most importantly, as you're starting out with a credit card, these cards don't have any annual fees. That's not to say that annual fees are always bad. Sometimes you pay an annual fee and you get a much better reward that, depending on how you use the card, can easily offset the annual fee. But that is a subject for a different video entirely. There are probably credit cards out there that give you more cashback or better rewards or more miles, but in all likelihood, you will have to have some form of credit history, build up your credit score in order to apply for those cards. So, the first card we are talking about is the Discover It Secured Credit Card. Now, real quick, what's the difference between a secured credit card and an unsecured credit card? Now, both are legit credit cards, but the secured credit card means you have to pay some form of a deposit, some kind of guarantee, so that the credit card issuer knows that you are not going to run away with the money or overspend and that you're good for the repayment. For the Discover It Secured card, that means you can either put down a $200 deposit and get a $200 credit limit, or you can put down a $500 deposit and get a $500 credit limit. Now, this card is arguably the winner when you're starting out with credit cards, or if you've had some dodgy stuff happen in your credit history and you need to repair your credit score. After a period of 8 months of you having demonstrated to the card company that you are a good and responsible person with credit, then they will convert your card from a secured credit card to an unsecured credit card. And what that means is that it just becomes a regular credit card. Another advantage is by using a Discover card, you can graduate to other Discover cards, other Discover products. And whilst they might not be widely accepted around the world, they are widely accepted in the US. I also find it really cool that with the Discover It card, even if you have no credit history and you're just starting out or you're repairing a credit history, you can still get a cashback reward. Now, credit card companies are clever. They even say on their website,
make sure you pay your credit card off every month so that you don't have any interest payments.
But the whole purpose of credit card companies is that they make money from those interest payments because they know that lots of people are not going to be money smart and not going to pay their cards off on time and are going to have to pay those crazy high interest charges. That's why they can afford to make these promotional offers and say, hey, you will get 1% cashback on everything you buy, as with the Discover It Secured card, or it's 2% for specific purchases, whether that's at restaurants or gas stations for this particular card. Now, because there's no annual fee, it doesn't hurt you to keep this card for many, many years to come. Possibly add a small recurring purchase like a bill to the card that you pay off automatically every month. That'll do wonders in improving your credit score. Now, we should probably compare the secured card to the Discover It cashback card because that one offers you 5% cashback on selected purchases, and they don't require you to put down a deposit. So if your credit score is pretty decent, then you can look at getting the Discover It credit card rather than the secured card. Now, the cashback you get for the cashback card is a little interesting because it's 5% for different categories at different times of the year. So you might need to put some reminders in your phone as to what promotions are running for that particular time of the year. It is 5% cashback at grocery stores, Walgreens, and CVS, but that's only from January to March 2021. April to June, it is gas stations, some streaming services, wholesale clubs. I like July to September because it's restaurants and PayPal, and it's online. PayPal is accepted in so many different places. That is a great way to get some cash back. And then end of the year, when the holiday season is coming up, you can get cash back at Amazon, Target, Walmart, etc. Now, what is really important to remember, just because you're getting 2, 3, 4, 5% cash back doesn't mean you should go and spend on your credit card that which you cannot afford. Make sure after this video you check out that video that I've linked down in the description, because that'll tell you exactly how you need to use your credit card to improve your credit score. Another little perk of the Discover cards is that they do 2 times cash back at the end of the year. So let's say you have earned $1,000 in cash back through using your card throughout the year. They will match that, so you'll get an extra $1,000 of cash back. But again, don't use that as an incentive to spend more on your credit card than you should be spending. Next up, we've got the Visa Petal 2 card. Now with this card, again, there's no annual fee and your credit limit can go up to $10,000. That means you could start off on $500, show the company that you're managing your money well, and then ask every few months for them to increase your credit limit. And as having a bigger credit limit helps with your overall credit score, that is a great thing to do. Personally, I don't worry too much about the interest rate or the APRs because I know that I'm going to be paying off the credit card every single month, but it is a good idea to keep an eye on this in case you think that some of the months you're not going to be able to pay your card off in time. Then obviously going with a card that has a lower APR is going to be better for you because you'll be paying less interest if you don't pay it back on time. With the Petal 2 card, you get up to 1.5% cash back every single time you swipe, and they also have extra cash back at selected merchants. It wouldn't even be a bad idea to get both the Discover card as well as the Petal card right off the bat. That'll improve your overall credit availability, which helps towards building your credit score. Just make sure you don't do any hard searches for too many cards. If you apply for, say, 4 cards in a very short period of time, that is going to hurt your credit score. So don't do that. But applying for 1 or 2 in a short period of time, that's okay. Do your research first. Take this video as a jumping off point, go read up some more on these cards, and then make a decision from there. Also, by going to the sites for the cards that I'll mention down below and that I'm mentioning in this video, you can go and check and do a soft search to see if you'd be eligible. Next up, we've got a shiny piece of titanium. Gone are the days of plastic with the Apple card. Now, while I'm not quite an Apple fanboy, I do love the design and aesthetics and the whole brand and how they've built this amazing company. So it's pretty interesting to see them move into the financial services space or even further with the Apple card. Every time I say Apple card, it sounds like Apple cart. So no, the Apple cart is the Apple car, which is coming out soon. If you could pay for the Apple car with your Apple card, yeah, that'd be sweet. Because Apple is giving you 3% cash back on products that you purchase from the Apple Store, like your iPhone, like your iPad, like your Mac, like potentially the Apple car. So getting 3% back on an expensive purchase like that is winning. They also give you 2% cash back on any purchase that you make through your Apple Watch, which I don't have, and through your iPhone, which I'm using to film this video. You also get 3% cash back at selected merchants like Uber, Uber Eats, Nike, Walgreens. You can pay for your Apple products in monthly installments, which is a good idea provided that you do it wisely. And Apple Card will also send you notification reminders on your phone, on your device, so as to help you avoid paying interest charges. It's really sleek. I do love Apple products, and the advantage of this is that it starts off with a soft search on your credit history, and if you're not eligible immediately, they actually give you suggestions about how to get you to the point where you can get your own Apple card. So whilst this card might not be as easy to get as the Discover secured card, you can start off with the Discover card or start off with the Petal card or both, and then after a few months of responsible credit card spending, you can then apply for the Apple card if you're not eligible to apply for it right off the bat. Now, before we get into the next card, you can actually double check these cards on a site like creditcards.com, and you can even click to see if you would be eligible for that card. Next up, we've got the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, and this one is cool because if you spend $500, you get a $200 bonus. On the subject of free money, you can click the link down below for Webull and get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600. So who doesn't love a little free cash? The time frame that you have to spend that $500 to qualify for the $200 bonus is just 3 months. That's not bad at all. It's harder to not spend $500 in 3 months. So pretty much guaranteed $200 bonus when you spend $500. The cashback with this card is sweet. It is 5% on all travel with the Chase Rewards program, 3% on restaurants, including some food delivery stuff, so DoorDash and Uber Eats should be good, 3% at drugstores, and 1.5% everywhere else. There's also a 0% interest period of 15 months. That can be really helpful. I know I've used 0% interest cards in the past, especially when I needed to buy a bigger ticket item. I had to buy some musical equipment, bought it on a 0% card, paid it off every month for that introductory period, and made sure that I paid off the balance before that introductory period had finished. If you end up getting any of these cards, make sure you come back to this video. Let me know down in the comments which one you got and how it's working for you. Also, club the sub to join me on my $1 Million Hustle Challenge, making videos all about personal finance, hustles, making money, starting businesses. And if this video was helpful at all, make sure you crush the like button. That would be a huge help for me as a growing YouTuber. Don't forget to grab your 2 free stocks down below from Webull. The YouTube algorithm thinks that you're going to like these videos, so watch those next. I'll see you in there, and let's hustle together.